It was this mega hit, X's and O's, that made Elle King a star. Her soulful voice, and that track earning her 2 Grammy nominations.
I went from being nobody and playing really like small clubs to like the exact, like talk about 180, you know?
And before she knew it, she was performing alongside country star Dierks Bentley at the CMAs.
Fast forward through the pain, push it back when the tears come up.
And for President Obama at the Kennedy Center Honors. But she's done a lot of living since. Now, at 29 years old, she's been married and divorced. And she's got a second album to tell the tale.
You just hurt too much, but I'm fine. I'll fix it all when I'm sober.
In songs like Sober, Elle revealing her battle with substance abuse and depression.
You've obviously gone through a journey in the past 3 years. What have you learned about yourself in this time?
I've learned that I'm a lot stronger than I thought I was. I've learned that I can have boundaries and that I can say no to things and to people, and that I do have enough respect for myself and my body and my time and my spirit. Learning to say no is a huge thing, And it's an uncomfortable thing. I'm like getting red in my face right now.
Elle has learned a lot about herself, life, and love since her brief, and she says, tumultuous marriage. She met her ex in 2016, and they secretly married 3 weeks later. But it didn't last. A year later, they were divorced.
I think it's been pretty public news now that I had a pretty tumultuous relationship and kind of a not so perfect marriage. And my marriage had started ending early last year. And just, you know, things happen behind the curtain, and it's hard to keep a brave face.
To cope, Elle says she turned to drugs and alcohol. She became depressed and was diagnosed with PTSD. She slowly reached out for help, documenting her struggles on Instagram. In one post, she wrote, "I'm going through a pretty rough time right now, but for once, I will not accept or admit defeat. I will get out of bed. I'll take expletive antidepressants like I'm supposed to. The only person who can truly change your life is you."
I think it was maybe like I was crying out for help in a weird way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think back to that time and I was just really lost and really scared and I felt really lonely and I don't know. But the more I talked about it, the more I could start talking. I couldn't even look people in the eyes. I couldn't leave my house. I was just really low. And but I tried to not just sit in it. And so I did the best I could where I was at.
But ultimately, she says it was her band and her music that saved her.
I don't need nobody.
Can we talk about the last track on the album? A
Little Bit of Lovin'?
Yeah. You know, every song hit me like in a different way, but that one, you know, it leaves you thinking. And it seems like you really had a message that you wanted to get across there.
The problem wasn't out there. The problem was inside of me. But I'm not broken.
That song came to me in a really, like, I was very lost at that time, and I was really struggling with PTSD. Somehow this song just came to me. I was singing the like outro part of that song, which is like big voice singing.
I got early, don't be early.
And it was the first time that I really felt like this joy in months. And I remember like snapping back into my body and falling to my knees and crying and going, "I'm so sorry, guys, I'm so sorry." And I looked up and my bassist, Paulie, said to me, "It's really nice to see you again, Elle."
What was that moment like?
It was, you know, it was tough leading up to that moment, but once it came, it was beautiful because, like I said, I've been playing with Elle for 6 years, and sorry, it gets me a little emotional. To see my friend back with us, the person that I know and care about, it was great.
It was really cool to see that, like, she was going through all this hard stuff, and then there was a moment of, like, she realized, one, her music could pick her back up, and two, this record could really save her life, and I feel like it did. I feel like we all got to be a part of it.
Now, Elle is back right where her career started, Small venues in Brooklyn like Rough Trade, taking it all in.
So are you used to seeing your face on Rolling Stone yet? Does it get old?
No, I mean, it's an honor if any magazine wants to put you in it. If Rolling Stone wants to review your album, it means that people out there who listen to music are listening to your record.
Her famous father, Rob Schneider, is listening too. This morning on GMA, her proud dad sending her a surprise message.
I love you, I'm so proud of you, and I'm so excited.
It's a relationship that's evolved in the years since childhood. When she first made a cameo alongside him in Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo.
Ew, what are you watching?
How has your relationship with your father grown and developed over the course of your childhood and now adulthood and career?
Well, my dad was following his dreams for a long time. We kind of met in the middle and we're like, whoa, let's just drop all that. Let's enjoy each other. I love you. We look alike, you know? I don't know. My dad just showed up for me in such an incredible way when I was really needing him. And we have just become best friends. My dad was pretty big, you know, when I was a kid. And,
huge.
And like everywhere we go, my dad's still like, whoa, you can do it. You know, every show, someone shouts, you can do it, or Rob Schneider at me. I used to get pissed, but now it's like, yeah, dude, that's my dad, and I'm proud of him. And so, I don't know, there's a really lovely and very warm encouragement that comes from both ends of us, that he just wants to see me succeed, and I want to see my dad succeed, and he's very funny, and I would never tell him this, but I think he's kind of smart sometimes.
No, it's not make-believe. It's the walking to be beautiful.
Now a little older and much wiser, Elle is hoping to prove to everyone that the best is yet to come.
Have you reached your own mountaintop, or what's next for you?
I don't know. I don't know. I think, aren't you always kind of climbing a mountain?
Yeah.
And like, if you reach the top, wouldn't you want to climb another mountain? I would just assume that that's what it would be like. So maybe I climb a bunch of peaks, right?
Right.
Whoa, it's
That's
nice,
awesome.
dude.
That's awesome.
For Nightline, I'm Ashin Singh in Brooklyn.
Down low, naturally pretty girls.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.